Let's get it.
Check it out, man. We're working on Paramount Lane today and Paramount Estates. Seriously, that's what it's called. I'll show you. See, Paramount Estates. I do a lot of work in here. The first guy that called me thought it was meant to be that he worked with me because it was the same name. So every now and then you get a weird advertising, something that just works for you, right? All right, so check it out, man. It's winter time, dead middle of winter. Snow's everywhere, and we still got to make money, man. You still got bills to pay. You still got all your bills coming in. I got all my payroll, my advertising costs, my cost to live, costs to run the business, all the people on salary. Still gotta pay, man. Still gotta pay. So you bleed, and then you get that like in-depth feeling, you know, in your stomach where it's like, man, I gotta make money. So you gotta find different ways to make money in the winter, unless you want to just sit around, you know, which I just can't do. It's not made for me. I gotta get out there and hustle. So what we do a lot of is we do a lot of insulation. We do a lot of ice dam removal, ice dam prevention. We do a lot of installing heat cables, shovel roofs off, put calcium chloride in in ice dams. So there's a lot of things we do in the wintertime to stay busy. Now obviously we're not making what we usually make in the summer, we're not working as many hours, but we're staying busy. You know, the phone's still ringing. A lot of people want to get their roofing company lined up for spring, so we're doing some estimates, mostly repairs right now though in this ice dam stuff. So I don't know if you know, everybody's there's no house right here to show you an example. But so what happens is the heat in the attic, or heat in your house is 70, 72, whatever you keep it at, it's heating the attic. The attic is melting the snow from underneath, which forms water. Since there's snow on top of the water, it turns into ice, and then you get icicles. Well, an ice dam will hold the water from leaking down and ends up going underneath the shingles, underneath the flashings, in different areas like that. So causes a lot of problems. Again, covered by homeowners insurance. So we do a lot of ice dams. Once the ice gets a lot, you know, it gets a deep freeze here, people will call us to shovel a roof off, you know, shovel the snow off their roofs and then dump calcium chloride into the gutters. Calcium chloride's like a salt, but it kind of looks like white oatmeal. It's safe for the shingles and everything else, and I show you in the video what it looks like and how to use it. But you'll dump that, just walk down the side of a gutter line and just dump it. And it will melt it so fast it'll start cracking and popping. But, you know, we get anywhere from $500 to $800 to shovel a roof off, and then, you know, I charge per foot for calcium, you know, just like you guys do when you plow. As far as the heat cables go, I charge $650 to install a heat cable. It's like $60 for the cable itself. If you want a thermostat, it's an extra $75. It costs me $35. So, and I show you in the video too what the heat cable and the thermostat looks like. A lot of snow, it's cold as hell, and we are still working. You got to make sure that you can get work in the wintertime. I'm going to show you a couple tips of things you can do in this video to obtain some work. So check it out. I don't know if it's like this anywhere else, but in Michigan. But in Michigan we have these crazy things, we call them dead valleys. So we have a wall that goes, so this whole valley section runs right into this wall. And what happens is the ice comes all the way up, forms an ice dam, goes up under the siding, and then inside the house it goes. So this is a very common thing that we have to deal with. It kind of works good for us because it gives us a lot of work. Once we get a freeze and then we get a warm, everything warms up because the shingles heat up and the water goes inside. So the way to counteract this is you lay calcium chloride. So it comes like, looks like kind of like salt. Looks more like oatmeal, but it's white. You sprinkle the calcium chloride. We literally just sprinkled it. And you can see it just eats away at the ice so fast. It's safe for the shingles, safe for the landscaping. It's not going to hurt anything. Safe for driveways. So we just sprinkle a generous amount on this, and we're going to melt it down to the shingles, and then we're going to install a heat coil to this roof. Now what we do is we put peel and stick flint elastic or metal pans in the bottom here. Kind of take the siding up, make sure the pan wraps all the way up underneath the siding, and then we lay some flat roofing material in these. So I don't know if in other states architects build stuff like this, but in Michigan, I mean, almost every single house you're going to see, you know, that was built after like 2000 is going to have this dumb dead valley where everybody has an ice dam issue if the roof's not ran correctly, and most of the time it's not. So we're going to melt this stuff down now, and then we're gonna go do some insulation. We're gonna blow insulation in this whole house. I'll show you how that works too. But this is all stuff that you can upsell and create good revenue for yourself and your crew during the winter time. So I'm gonna melt this stuff down. We're gonna add a heat coil, and I'll come back and I'll show you how that all works. All right, so check it out. We're done here. We ran our heat coil, so I was trying to do videos during it, but your hands are so damn cold. It's so cold out here. So what it is, it looks like an extension cord. It's black, so it's this cord here. And then this here is a thermostat. So this will only turn on when it's below freezing. Little orange light on here lets you know it's on. So you hook the thermostat to their outdoor plug. You hook this heat coil, and then I hit it, you know, going down around here. I took the gutter apart. There you can see in there. So I ran it into the gutter, and then up the downspout it goes. I'll climb up here so you can see. See here, it's coming out of the downspout. Run it in the gutter, back, and then I lace it on the roof like this. So it looks, oops. So it's going up this section, and then it goes into this dead valley zone. So that way it doesn't allow any ice dams to form. So once this warms up and thaws, it will all lay down real nice and flat. And sometimes I have to come back after the snow just to tighten her up. But that's how that goes. So, whew, so cold out here. So it's a good way to get rid of ice dams and temporary fix things until springtime. I'll show you how it looks. So there, it ain't too bad. That's all they see. The rest is going through the gutter and then to their nearest receptacle there. You're not supposed to put an extension cord on it. If it's too long, I guess you have to, but that's it, man. Insulation, I charge about $1.75 a square foot, $1.75 a square foot. So we got 2,000 square foot of attic space, times it by $1.75, you know, that's where we're at. Now, if there's baffling that needs to be done, walls that need to be built, insulated boxes that go over recessed lighting in the attic, it would charge, you know, per piece there. But it's good money because the insulation is cheap. It's $30 a bag. We just put in 20 bags, 30 bucks a piece, put on a heat cable, and then a little bit of insulation board on a wall for, I think it was like $4,200 or $4,500. So we started at 10, just me and one guy, and we just finished at $420. So it's not bad, man. You know, keeps the bills paid. It's good for them because they're automatically saving money off the top with the insulation. So the sooner they put it in, the sooner they save money on insulation or on their heating and cooling bills. Now we're inside blowing some insulation. So I just wanted to show you how this works. This is a Owens Corning attic cap machine. Pretty simple. Has an on, has a blower, has an aggregator in it. You load the insulation in here, and it kind of just chews it up. Keeps it through the hose, and then inside the house. The insulation bag's come in bags like these. All you do is you cut this perforated area, like I cut this one, then you bend it over the side, and you break it in half. Now it stays in that plastic wrap. On the inside of the machine, there's a razor blade right here, so you kind of just push the bag in, and it will drop in and go. Now that we got the machine loaded, we're going to go in the house. I'll show you how this all works. So I put plastic wrap over the door so we're not making the house cold. Let's do this. Plastic wrap over the floor. So the plastic wrap can go over the floor. That way we don't damage anything. So this is how the insulation goes. So this is all the new stuff. Back there you'll notice there's baffles. That allows air intake, so we don't cover the air intake. Goes up to the top of the roof. They got power vents up here. So this hose is just going to blow insulation into this attic. So we're gonna get R60, which is 19 inches up from the drywall, all the way through. Ice dams, you just can't have icicles. They ruin, ruin the ceilings, and they'll get in your house. And a lot of the guys ask me how to stay busy and what to do, especially in other trades, like tree trimming, or I know a lot of guys that cut trees down or landscaping. But that stuff is, you do it when you have money, as a customer perspective. You do it when you have money and when it's convenient for you. In roofing, you got to do it when you got to do it. You don't have a choice. If your house is leaking and there's water and ice coming into your house or into your attic, it's got to be done whether you want to pay for it or not. So it's a different animal. We stay busy, we stay out there. We'll post on our Facebook, we'll post on our advertising campaigns and all that stuff. Ice dam prevention, heat coils. I got on Angie's list a couple coupons for snow removal. So rooftop snow removal. I don't do driveways or shoveling or plowing. I'm just totally not interested in getting called like in the middle of Christmas or Super Bowl Sunday just to go plow snow. No thanks, I'm good on that. But this stuff's sweet, man. Makes money. You keep coasting, man. You're out there, you're getting it. You're feeling good. It's a little cold. Fingers turned numb a couple times. I'm all wet, but gotta keep grinding, man. It's just what we do. But that's about it. I hope everybody's doing well out there. You guys are staying busy. Everybody that's in like LA and New Mexico and all the warm areas where you're just tearing roofs off all year round. That's badass, man. I thought about, coming down there and doing some work, maybe like Florida or something, but now with the family and everything going on up here, all the rentals I have, and I have to manage so much shit, that would just be nothing but a headache for me. So we'll just expand into new horizons, stuff that keeps us busy. Might get into some kitchens and bathrooms next year. Got a couple buddies that do amazing work, so see if I can get them into the game and get everybody acclimated to my style of work. So, but that's about it, man. Just rocking and rolling, trying to make some dough, pay the bills. Got another 60 days till the sun's shining, so we'll make it through though. We got a new construction we're doing tomorrow. We're putting on some GAF Camelot 2s. Definitely not a fan of GAF, but the Camelot 2s are pretty sweet. It's going on it's going on a pole barn, but there's this monster's new construction that we did a while ago that it's going on. Then we got a couple more jobs ready to go. So as soon as we get a couple warm days in the mix, we'll tear off roofs, put them back on real quick, and just keep going, man. Just keep rolling. So hope you guys are staying busy. Let me know if there's any questions or anything that I can answer. But stay up, man. Get out there, get it, hustle, 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 hustle. Stay on the hustle. Just because it's warm, don't hibernate. Humans don't hibernate, man. We're out here, we're getting it. We're staying tuned. If you don't have any work, we don't have work every day. I'm in the office setting up goals, setting up new advertising campaigns, going over our spring flyers, tighten everything up. Sat down with one of my foremen the other day. We made a paper for each position in the roofing division, so they have a different checklist per every job. And then we're going to start doing customer surveys where once we're done, we'll email the customer a survey. We'll get the survey back, and then I can share it with the guys through a feed so everybody gets it once it's returned. And then that way the guys, all the way from the laborers to the shinglers to the foreman to myself, get to see the responses, and we get to see the progression. So this year we're really going to tighten up any loose ends, anything that was mediocre. We're really going to focus on tightening that up. So we get a little bit more organized and rock and roll. But all right, man. I'll see you guys soon later.